What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Balloon Tower Defense 6 walkthrough slash playthrough slash guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto In The Loop Chimps mode. So before this mode, I will be switching things up a little bit, and I'm actually going to be using Adora for this guide because I have gotten a couple of requests to start switching up to heroes just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use Adora for this guide. If you guys do not have Adora unlocked yet, you guys can feel free to use Oben as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, In The Loop, Hard, and Chimps mode. So much similar to all of our other guides, we are going to be starting off with the Ninja Monkey. Now, placement with your Ninja Monkey, again, is going to be very important. You're going to want to place him right in between these two pathways right here, pretty much as center as you can get him, and then you are good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to press play, and we are going to be saving up for Ninja Discipline as soon as we can possibly afford it. Which it shouldn't take us too long to be able to afford it because it is a relatively cheap upgrade. It's just as long as our Ninja Monkey can go ahead and hold out for these first couple of rounds in order to actually save up to buy it. Alright, and we should be able to afford it here on round 7 as long as our Ninja Monkey can hold up here, and perfect, he did exactly what we wanted him to. So let's go ahead and buy Ninja Discipline now, and of course the next thing that we're going to be going for is Seeking Shurikens, because now that we have Ninja Discipline, the next thing we need is to make sure that our Ninja Monkey is taking full advantage of his Shurikens by hitting every single balloon that we can possibly get him to hit. So there we go, we can afford Seeking Shurikens now. The next thing that we're going to be upgrading to is Sharp Shurikens, of course. Pretty much the same thing that we do every single time because the Ninja Monkey is so good. Eventually we will have to come up with a different way of beating the first 40 rounds, but for all of these beginner maps, the Ninja Monkey, of course, is going to be the best. Alright, and we should be able to afford Ninja Discipline here in just 1 second. Or not Ninja Discipline, but Sharp Shurikens. There we go, perfect. Now, instead of saving up for Oben, we are going to be saving up a little bit more money to buy Adora. Now again, it's not a big deal if you guys do not have Adora. Just replace Adora with Oben and the strat will work just the same. The only reason again why I chose to use Adora for this guide is because again, you guys have been asking for a couple of different strats using a couple of different heroes. So to kind of cater for both, I came up with a strategy that you guys can both use Adora and Oben for, and it's not going to make a big difference. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now we should be able to afford Adora, I think, if I remember correctly, at the end of round 15 or the end of round 14. There we go. So, and here is the money to buy our Adora. So what we're going to be doing with Adora is we want to place her right about here. And this should be a perfect placement because once she gets leveled up, her range is going to increase, as well as we're going to be placing a monkey village on top of her, as well as the other towers in the area of effect. So this placement here is going to work out perfectly because she's going to be able to hit the balloons as they're coming in, as well as if the balloons make it this far as well. Alright, perfect. Now, we're going to be sticking to the same strat. We're going to be buying a double shot, and then we're going to be saving up for our alchemist. Following our alchemist, we're going to be going for balloon jitsu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward real quick, and I'll go ahead and bring you guys back as soon as we have balloon jitsu with the alchemist. Alright guys, it is officially round 39, and I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back really quick because of course it's almost round 40, and now is when we can start adding a couple of different towers. So the strat that we're going to be going for with this guide is we're going to be going for a Prince of Darkness Archmage strat. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to place down a Wizard Monkey right here. And this, of course, is going to be a pre-placement. This is actually going to be our Archmage once we get to the rounds where we're going to buy him. And then we're also going to grab another wizard and place this wizard right here, like so. Perfect. Now we're going to actually buy 2 monkey villages first, like so, and then we're going to place them to where they are affecting both of our wizard monkeys like this. Alright, now the first thing that we're going to buy is we are going to buy monkey business and monkey commerce. Following the monkey business and monkey commerce, then we're going to go for a bigger radius, and we're going to be going for jungle drums as well. And what this is going to allow us to do is it's going to increase our Adora popping power as well as increase our Balloon Jitsu popping power. So next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for our Prince of Darkness. So now that we have all of this setup, we're setting pretty good. We have the Shimmer. We're also going to be going for Guided Magic and then Arcane Blast on our Shimmer Wizard Monkey. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we are going to want to grab a radar scanner to go ahead and make sure that Adora can hit the camo balloons. And this is going to set us up perfectly to the point where we're going to be able to save up to buy the Necromancer Unpopped Army, as well as the Prince of Darkness. From this point on, we are not going to be adding any other towers or anything like that. We're just going to be saving up for the Necromancer, as well as the Prince of Darkness. So while we're saving up the money real quick, I did want to take this time to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. It has been absolutely amazing. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely crushing it. As well as I also want to apologize for the quality of my audio during the last video. Believe me guys, I thought the quality, I didn't know the quality was going to be that bad, so I really do apologize for that. I was trying to mess around with the mic settings to make it a little bit better quality, but I ended up lowering the quality. So again, I want to apologize for that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the point where we can afford the Prince of Darkness. I'll go ahead and bring you guys back. Alright guys, it is towards the end of round 59, and if you guys will notice, we now have $26,000, so we can officially afford to buy the Prince of Darkness. Now, one thing I want to note, I will not be using any of Adora's abilities throughout the entirety of this guide, and that's just because if we rely on any of Adora's abilities or anything like that, then that would kind of defeat the purpose of being able to use Adora and being able to use Oben. So if you guys do have Adora, feel free to use any of her abilities throughout the entirety of this guide. But for the sake to make sure that if you guys don't have Adora unlocked and you're using Oben, I will not be using any of her abilities. Alright, so now that we have the Prince of Darkness, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start upgrading our Wizard Monkey up here at the top. Now, because we already have the camo detection here, we do not need to waste money into Monkey Sense, so we're not going to be doing that. But what we are going to be doing is we are going to be upgrading our Wizard Monkey to the Archmage. So it shouldn't take us too long to be able to afford it. So what I'm going to do is, of course, we're going to be doing another fast forward bit, and I'll go ahead and bring you guys back as soon as we can afford the Arcane Spike as well as the Archmage. So sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy this a little bit of a speedy bit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back on round 81. As you guys can see, the Wizard Monkey paired with the... Oops, I actually bought Monkey Sense there, but it's not that big a deal. So as you guys can see, the Prince of Darkness paired with the other Archmage absolutely shreds through all of these rounds. Now, opposed to using Adora and using Oben, I believe that Oben would actually do a much better at this Chimps mode, simply because Oben actually buffs other magic towers, and since we're only using magic towers here, I believe if you guys use Oben, you guys will be able to do a lot better as far as like popping the Moab balloons, and you guys won't struggle on round 80 as much as we actually did. So, what we're going to do at this point, we are going to buy a Monkey Intelligence Bureau, so we don't need to worry about our Archmage or our Prince of Darkness not being able to affect purple balloons. Following that, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be grabbing ourselves a Alchemist. Now, what you want to do with this Alchemist is you want to place him to where he's only going to be buffing the Archmage. So, following that, we're going to go ahead and upgrade him all the way to Stronger Stimulant with Faster Throwing, because, of course, the Archmage attacks very, very fast. So, to make sure that we keep the Archmage buffed, we're going to go ahead and buy Faster Throwing to make sure that we ensure that our Archmage is staying buffed. Following this, the next tower that we're going to grab is we're going to come up here, we're going to grab ourselves a Glue Gunner. And with this Glue Gunner, we are going to place him right about here. And then we're going to upgrade him to Moab Glue, as well as bigger globs with Glue Splatter. Next thing that we're going to buy past this is we're going to go ahead and upgrade this Monkey Village to Primary Training to increase our Glue Gunner's attack speed and all of that fun stuff. And we're also going to be going for the Primary Mentoring as well, to make sure that the Glue Gunner stays affecting all of the Moab balloons, as well as all of the balloons that are in this little bit of a circle here. That way the Archmage and the Prince of Darkness have a longer time where they can actually hit all of the balloons that are within the radius of our Glue Gunner here. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to grab ourselves a Monkey Ace. Now with this Monkey Ace, I'm fairly certain you guys already know what we're going to do with it, but we're going to place him right here. And we're going to upgrade him to the center pathway, and we're going to go for a ground 0. Now, with this pathing, we're going to want to switch him over to a Figure Infinite. That way, the Monkey Ace is actually hitting a majority of the track, as well as since we have lots more darts, he's going to be dropping bombs a lot more often. Again, the next upgrade path that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for the ground 0, and of course, the ground 0 is going to be basically our safety net for round 98 and round 99. Just in case our Archmage or our Prince of Darkness struggles a little bit in popping the DDTs, we're going to have this little bit of the safety net to make sure that we don't lose, because we can always just pop the ability right there and it'll clear all of the blue Moabs off of the map, as well as the DDTs. Alright, and we should be able to afford the ground 0 before round 95. Following the Monkey Ace, the next tower that we're going to go for is we're also going to be going for a Monkey Sub. And I'm fairly certain you guys can already guess where we're going to be going with the Monkey Sub, but if you guys are unsure, we are going to be going for a First Strike. And what the First Strike is going to do is the First Strike is going to allow us to deal with the bad balloon quick, like, and in a hurry. And if you guys have never seen what the First Strike does, I'll be sure to kind of explain it as it goes through. But basically, it will pop the the two ZOMGs and the DDTs that are inside of the bad balloon without ever letting them pop out. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and grab our ground 0, and perfect. Now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for the Preemptive Strike, like I already said. So let's go ahead and come up here, grab ourselves the Monkey Sub, like so. Let's go ahead and grab Long Range, Advanced Intel, then we're going to start upgrading to the First Strike. Now, because we do have 2 towers within the radius of this Alchemist here, we're going to go ahead and upgrade to Faster Throwing. And now we're going to go ahead and save up for the First Strike. We should get it well before round 100. Alright, and again, guys, if the balloons are making it a little bit far, do not worry, because of course we have the Prince of Darkness way up here at the top that is going to be constantly spewing out the zombie bad balloons, or not bad balloons, but the zombie BFBs, the zombie Moab balloons, as well as these little zombie balloons themselves. Alright, round 96, and we're dealing with these rounds with no issues. Again, we are currently saving up for first strike, so just keep that in the back of your mind that you need to buy first strike as soon as you get it, that we can go ahead and get that off of cooldown. And now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for a couple more stalls. So let's go ahead and grab this. We'll upgrade it to the Kali Boomerang, as well as improved ranks, then glaives. And then we are going to be, it shouldn't take us too long to save up for the Kali Boomerang as well as the Moab Press. Alright, as soon as our Archmage can deal with these reinforced ZOMGs, we will be chilling. Alright, there's Kali Boomerang. Now let's save up for the Moab Press. Of course, the Moab Press is mainly for round 98, or towards around, or end of round 98, as well as the round 99. Alright, and here is our Moab Press in just a couple of seconds. There we go. There's our Moab Press. And now our Boomerang Monkey is going to be able to help out our stall game. Alright, and again, guys, do not worry, because of course we have all of these zombie BFBs that are here towards the back that can deal with any balloons that slip past our Archmage. Alright, let's go ahead and wait until we have all of the reinforced DDTs. We didn't even need to use our ground zero. So let's go ahead and activate the first strike as soon as the bad balloons pops on the screen. And then we're going to be waiting for it to pop off of cooldown. Alright, and as you can see, we are waiting for the bad balloon to get damaged. If I time this correctly, we should be able to get our first strike back before it pops the ZOMG, maybe. And unfortunately, we were not able to pop the first strike again before we popped the bad balloon. But what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to delete delete the ZOMGs as well as the DDT balloons that are actually inside of the bad balloon. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, please feel free to drop a like. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I will be going through each and every single BTD6 map and doing a guide for the Chimps mode. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.